Greetings, everyone, and welcome to part 4, of my James Bond collection overview. So this time around, it's going to be just a couple of films in this series, which sadly he only did 2 of. So, which 2 are they? Let's find out today on the Media Files. So, first up, we have, after Roger Moore had his 7-film run with the franchise, he finally decided that it was time for him to basically hang up the tux. So that left the producers to find yet another person to betray Bond. However, though, I think they made a brilliant casting choice this time around. They kind of decided, hey, let's kind of get with the times here. Let's kind of make it a little less goofy and a little bit more hard-edged. So, we have Timothy Dalton as Bond in The Living Daylights. When this movie came out, obviously, here it is. It's in the, mid to late 80s, and, things are kind of starting to change in the film industry as far as, kind of pushing things a little more towards the more realistic side rather than the kooky, hokey, corny stuff from the 70s. But I tell you what, though, when you first see Dalton show up as Bond, he has that punch of bringing James Bond to the screen. This movie was a really, really good debut. Just an amazing, amazing film. Not only that, once again, here it is. We got the gun barrel with the booklet again. Yes, I love the fact that these booklets are in here. Once again, it is loaded with extras. They don't stop at the extras, which is completely amazing. Once again, we have audio commentary featuring this time director John Glenn and members of the cast and crew. Inside the Living Daylights documentary, a documentary entitled Ed Fleming, 007's creator. Now that one's actually pretty interesting. It talks about how he basically came up with the character and how the character has basically been around for so many years, which is pretty cool. A never before seen deleted scene, a music video, original theatrical trailers, and of course the collectible making of booklet. So with that, hey, this movie actually made some pretty good money at the bank, and so the producers decided, well, let's do another one. This time, let's see if we can push it a little bit further. So with this film, they decided, let's kind of make it more of a revenge story. However, one thing that's kind of interesting is that The Living Daylights, that is the last of the PG era of Bond films. This time we have License to Kill. Now this time, this is the first Bond film that was ever given a PG-13 rating, mainly due to the violence. This one goes pretty dark. As far as I'm concerned, it is probably the darkest out of all of the Bond movies so far up to this point. We'll get to some darker stuff later on in a couple of parts. But once again, this thing is completely loaded with extras. I just love the fact that they are able to squeeze in so much, stuff on just a one disc. For this one, we have the newly created widescreen master, which means basically they went back, they remastered the film, and it's now in 16:9 aspect ratio versus the 4:3 full frame. We also have, once again, director John Glenn with his audio commentary. A second commentary by producer Michael G. Wilson. Inside License to Kill documentary. License to Kill music video by Gladys Knight. If You Ask Me To music video by Patti LaBelle. Promotional featurette highlighting stunt footage from the film's exhilarating final scene. Yeah, I won't explain what that is, but when you see it, oh yeah, you'll know it. A behind-the-scenes gallery of over 100 images. Oh yeah, there's a lot of cool still images in that specific feature. It's actually pretty cool. Newly Dolby 5.1 surround sound mix, the collectible making of booklet, the theatrical publicity footage, and the original theatrical trailers. Yeah. Now, sadly, this would be Timothy Dalton's final run as Bond. However, though, he was contracted to do, I believe, one more. But by the time the producers had finally found a story worth telling, he was actually too busy to play Bond. Because after he made this film, he went on to do a really, really cool action-adventure film entitled The Rocketeer. Yeah, where he plays the villain in the film, and oh, he makes such a good baddie. Oh, he really does in that movie. I'll definitely do a review of that one, because that's definitely one of my favorite films from the 90s, because I remember seeing that in theaters when I was a kid. But yeah, I mean, sadly, like I said, this is just his last run in this, Bond franchise. It's sad, I really wish they would at least bring him back for at least one more, if not maybe do like some sort of like a cameo or something like that. I mean, as an older person or what have you. But yeah, so with that in mind, please tune in to part 5 coming soon. Yeah. So keep it here. And I'll see you in the next video.